Everybody, welcome to my grandma's kitchen.
Yes, welcome to Grandma's Kitchen. We are live. This is my mom, Celia. Welcome, everyone. This is a special edition of Periscoping with Laura titled Cooking with Grandma and Gracie.
Yes.
And what are we making today, chefs?
We are making almond flour cookies.
And they're gluten-free.
They are gluten-free.
Yes,
right.
absolutely. I will post the recipe on my Facebook page at some point today. But let's get started.
All right. The first thing we already have in the bowl is 3 cups of almond flour.
All right, 3 cups of almond flour. Welcome, everyone.
All of this is just ground almonds. That's all it is.
What do you think, Gracie? Do these cookies taste good when they're done in the oven?
Yes.
They do. Okay. Natalie says, will you ship me some? All right, 3 cups of almond flour and...
Now we're going to put in a cup
of
powdered sugar. This is a ½ a cup measure, so we're going to put in 2 of these, right, Gracie? 2 halves make a whole, right?
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
And we're going to level this off.
Okay, we're leveling. We're leveling.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
They are gluten-free and dairy-free, not egg-free though. I wish they were and I would eat some, but I am on a soy, dairy, I forget, all the things free diet for my little guy breastfeeding, so. But Gracie's gonna eat a lot of them.
And we're gonna just mix that in very gently.
Oh,
Don't, you know,
you're gonna
so
do
it
the
doesn't-
stirrer?
You want to stir it, little Grace?
Yay.
Just keep it in the
I'm
bowl.
4 years old, so
You could do that.
You are 4
couldn't
years
you?
old.
All right.
Yes.
Keep it in the bowl.
If you're
All right.
just joining us, we are making almond cookies that are gluten-free
And
and
while
dairy-free.
Grace is stirring, I'm going to put in the spices and the flavorings.
Oh yes. What do we have here?
And what we have is cardamom. This is a wonderful spice that you find a lot in Indian cooking. And so we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of cardamom. This is optional. It is rather expensive, but it makes a wonderful floral, exotic taste.
Oh, I smell it from here.
So
it smells very
we're
good.
putting in 2 teaspoons of that.
Yum. Don't you guys think my mom should have a real cooking show? She's really good at this, right? My dad always says this, but yeah.
All right, 2 teaspoons of cardamom. Now we have a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay, teaspoon of cinnamon. Delicious.
that makes me sneeze.
It makes you sneeze.
It makes
Okay.
Gracie sneeze.
All right, gently, Grace. Gently.
Thanks for joining,
All right.
guys. This is going to be fun. I just wish
All
you
right.
were all here to
There's a
eat them when they're
teaspoon
done.
of cinnamon. Now we have a teaspoon of nutmeg, and I have a whole fresh nutmeg. I would encourage you not to buy ground nutmeg. This is so superior.
Oops, I always buy ground nutmeg.
I'm just encouraging you. And then we have a tiny little grater, which has kind of significance. This came from Bruce Variety in Bethesda.
Oh, that
it's
was
a
the store we
5
used
and
to go
dime
to.
store. Oh, Grace.
Hey, part of cooking is making a mess, right? I love it.
Right.
Yes, I think somebody asked if I would post this recipe on my blog. I will. I will put this in my post on Friday, and I'll also post it on my Facebook page. Because you had this in the paper, right, Mom?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, most people don't know that you write a cooking column. So tell us about your cooking column.
Well, I have a bi-weekly cooking column in the local newspaper here, and I'm also published in USA Today and a number of other newspapers that are Gannett papers that carry my column. So that's fun.
It is fun. And we get to see a lot of fun stories from my childhood, her childhood, lots of Southern recipes and history, all kinds of fun things.
Great. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Nutmeg's in. We
Here's
need
some
we
fun
need a little
ingredients.
kosher salt. I always use kosher salt. It just has a much nicer flavor. There are no additives in kosher salt.
I like
Do you like it?
Yeah, Gracie's like me. I'm kind of a salt fiend. I put salt on everything.
Well, it'll give this it'll cut the sweetness a bit. That's why you want to put it. Generally, it's
Okay.
nice to put it in your cookies.
All right.
Okay, and then we have a tablespoon of honey.
I like honey.
Yeah, me too. This is a local honey with an orange from an orange blossom flowers. So you get this wonderful floral of orange. And we're just going to eyeball about a tablespoon in there.
You can taste that, Gracie. That's
You want to
okay.
taste it?
They asked what the name of your cooking column is.
it's if you go to pnj.com.
Yep, P as in Paul, N as in Nancy, J as in
Journal.
Journal. What's the J?
News Journal.
Yep, PensacolaNewsJournal.com.
I think the simplest thing to do
Kids
is
loving it.
in their search box, put in my name, CeliaCasey, and a slew of my articles will come up.
Look what's happening over here. This poor kid has had a fever all day, but she is rallying for cookie cooking.
All right, now
Okay.
we have another orange. Hang on. Another orange flavored condiment. This is orange blossom water.
Oh yeah, it's my
And we're
favorite.
putting in 2 teaspoons of that. Again, this is optional. It's kind of hard to find, so
Orange blossom
you know what
water.
you could do is put a tablespoon of orange juice in there in lieu of
Grandma
this.
says that tastes good.
It does. You
It's
wanna-
one of my favorite
wanna smell
smells.
it? Actually, the water isn't all that tastes all that well,
But it sure smells good.
it smells great. Gives a nice floral aspect to the cookie.
And while you guys are mixing, I'm going to give them a quick tour of your kitchen.
Okay, one
Are you
more
guys
thing
ready?
before
Oh,
you
whoop,
go.
whoop, okay.
We're putting in 1 egg white that we're going to beat up and add to that. So that's it. You simply add the flour, the powdered sugar, and the spices in the egg white, and that's your batter.
Okay, very nice. Almond cookies are on the run here. All right, well, this is Grace's kitchen. When she comes to Grandma's house, this is where she makes all of her fun food. And this is, my mom, by the way, is a trained cordon bleu chef. This is her life right here. You can see that. They're getting lots of hearts for that one. I'll let her tell you her cordon bleu story in a minute, but she was there around the Julia Child era. Look at that in Paris. Isn't that so neat? Her giving a demonstration up there. I did not totally inherit all of the cooking genes in the family, but I do like to cook a lot. I just can't really do French cooking. So here's some of her cookbooks, all of her old cordon bleu things here. Love it. And Mom in the kitchen right there. Love that photo. All right, now we're going to do a quick kitchen tour. We have the olive oils, the massive, massive stove. And then I love this little sign. It says Celia's Cuisine. And of course, no kitchen would be complete without a chicken collection. On both sides. Yep, Gracie likes this one too. They're asking, somebody asked what your favorite cookbook is, Mom. What's your favorite cookbook?
Well, I really got into serious cooking with Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking, Volume 1 and 2. I went cover to cover, pretty much like the movie, the Julia and Julia. I made that pâté de canard en croûte, that duck pâté that she made. And so that's really what inspired me to get started. Back in the 70s when I was cooking, there was Gourmet Magazine was sort of in its glory, if some of you know about Gourmet Magazine, and there were all these wonderful articles in there, and my friends, we would make dinner parties for each other, and all these exotic recipes. So,
That's so fun.
yeah, that's how I got started.
And something I think that some people do not know, which always inspires me, is that when you, forgive me for sharing your age, but when you turned 60, I think, doesn't she look amazing, guys, by the way? When you turned 60, you kind of got this bug in you, and you saw an article in the local paper about the Krispy Kreme donut burger, and you just about lost it. And you said, we need to have better food columns in our paper. So she wrote the paper a letter saying that she would love to write for them and do a food column, and lo and behold, it's been many years later. So I love it. Even at age 60, you can start your passion and do something amazing.
That's right. Well, I taught French cooking in Washington, D.C. many years ago at the Alliance Française and also in my home, and had really wanted to get back into that ultimately, and hadn't really thought about writing, but as Laura said, when some of these awful recipes appeared in the paper, the one
Has
that
anybody had a Krispy Kreme burger, by the way? It's 2 donuts with some greasy patty in the middle. Please tell me that you guys have never had it.
And there was also an ultimate cheeseburger, which was 2 grilled cheese sandwiches with 2 patties and meat in
Oh,
the
dear.
best.
Song about cheeseburger.
You do? What's your
You
song about
had one?
cheeseburger?
It's
Okay, tell us your VeggieTales cheeseburger song. My little cheeseburger, doo-doo-doo cheeseburger. That's all I know.
Well, let me point out about this dough. You see what I'm doing? You pretty much have to get in here with your hands to get it together. But note that it is not sticky. There's almost nothing on my hands.
It's basically just ground up almonds and sugar, and you put some honey in, and the spices, right?
That's it.
I love it.
So we have a lovely dough here.
Beautiful.
Ready to go.
If I help roll the dough?
You are.
Yes.
Yes. And what we're going to roll it out on is some more powdered sugar.
So instead of flour,
right.
we're using powdered sugar. So gluten-free tip for you there.
Right.
Not a sugar-free tip, but a gluten-free tip.
I'm actually going to, I'm going to cut this in half, and while we roll out one half, I'm going to pop the other one in the refrigerator. It's always a good idea to work with dough that's been chilled, even though this is not flour dough. It still helps to have it, you know, firm and chilled.
Love it.
I'm going to put that in. And Gracie and I are going to roll out this other half, right?
Yes.
All right.
I love it. So your favorite cookbook we talked about. What's your favorite recipe you've ever done?
Well, you just mentioned that pâté de canard en croûte. That's a duck pâté and pastry. That's probably one of the ones I really enjoy doing because you get to make this beautiful pastry that envelops the duck pâté, and it's just, it's very artistic. I like that part of cooking. So even though it's not something I do every day, not by any means. I also love making pastries and tarts. Really, probably my favorite thing to do is make dessert.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, who has cooking questions? Because we got an expert here. I am not that expert.
Are you going to help roll? Are you just going to cut?
I'm just going
You're going to cut. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
What kind of shapes are we going to use? Oh, someone is asking, Sienna is asking, how did you know what your passion was?
That's a good question. Because I went to college and have a degree that's not at all related to what I do now. So I guess I really got started in this because in high school I really enjoyed the French language. So, and I love France, and my husband and I had traveled a lot in France. What did you want, babe?
I want to go gutter.
Okay. So, about, again, in the early 70s when French cooking became so much in vogue, that's really what inspired me. The love of France, the love of French cooking, the wine, the travel, all of that's kind of tied together. All right, we are making snowflakes. By the way, I roll this out to about, a 1/4 inch thickness. Did you get it all the way down? Let's see. Let's cut it. Let's cut it right down to the
snowflakes,
board.
which are
There
nowhere to
go.
be found near where I live right now. Somebody else asked, how do you cook a whole duck?
The duck is actually just roasted whole, and then you take the meat off, and then it's all pureed together with lots of other good things. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Someone else asked a very good
You want to do
question,
star? You want to do the moon next?
which is, what if you're a novice chef or cook? Where would you start? What are some things you would do, or resources maybe?
Well, certainly the cooking programs on television now. We did not have that when I was learning to cook.
That's true.
There
No
were
Food
no
Network.
cooking shows. The network, the Food Network, and the Cooking Channel are all new. But I think that's a great way to get inspired.
Well, I
watch
watch
it.
you.
I enjoy it.
You watch
You
what,
watch
Gracie?
I watch
What do you like to watch?
I like to watch kid TV shows.
Right.
Yeah.
When we're here at Grandma's house, there's cable.
There may
She
even
loves-
be kids cooking shows, are there?
I don't know. I don't know.
We just made a moon. We're putting these over on a parchment piece of paper on a baking sheet. What's
Wonderful.
next? A star? Shall we do a star?
I love it.
All right, I'm going to bring it over here so you can take it off, okay?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Very
So
good
good.
job.
If you are just joining us, we are making gluten-free almond cookies made with almond flour, powdered sugar, honey, and some spices, and 1 egg. A little bit of salt in there too. I will be posting this recipe on my blog post on Friday. I will include it just for you guys. Yeah, and somebody said that there is a kids Top Chef show. That's awesome. Gracie, what is one of your favorite things to cook in the kitchen?
My favorite one is cookies.
Cookies, oh
right.
Yeah. To whoever just asked about Power Sheets periscopes, yes, you can go to catch.me/laracasey. Yes, thank you so much, Sienna, for answering that. And you can watch all of my past Power Sheets periscopes. I think there's about 10 of them, so you can do that. Oh, hi, Rachel. Thanks for answering that, too. You guys were the best. So awesome. Okay.
Anyway,
you
we're
guys
to keep our
did
cookie
it so
cutters.
bad, and I love you guys.
To keep our cookie cutters from sticking, we're dipping them in the powdered sugar.
Oh, yeah, there's a tip.
You could dip them in flour if you were making a flour dough. You know?
Okay, and then someone else had asked before, do these cookies get iced?
No.
We haven't been.
Just no.
That's the
But
answer.
I love you guys, and I hope you have some cookies at your house because and I love you.
We love you, too.
You could ice them. They're just so delicious and good for you, you know, without the icing, I think. But that's certainly optional.
But you do put something on top. You put honey and an almond
I
on top.
just put a nut on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good icing.
Let's do another moon.
Oh, yes.
You
I
want
like you more
to put it on the sheet? Put it on the cookie sheet.
Where is everyone joining from today? Where are you guys watching from?
Here's another snowflake. Put it on there.
We sing while we cook.
Push from the top.
All right, people are joining from California, Kentucky, Nashville, Miami, Tennessee, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Oh, Graham, North Carolina. Hi, Noni. You're so sweet. New York, Maryland, Portland, Washington, Indiana,
Wow.
Charleston, Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, we actually
been to
spent
Stockholm.
some time in Stockholm.
And we love you guys because I love you very
Yes, we
much.
love you so much. But my mom, actually, you went to cooking school with her friend Eileen. And Eileen married Chuck, who became the U.S. ambassador to Sweden, and we went to stay with them when I was a kid, when I was like 8 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
So
And we had a wonderful visit in Stockholm.
it was awesome.
Went to Grönalund.
That's right.
Your
Our
amusement
nanny's
park.
brother, Miss Rhiannon's brother, went to cooking school, and he works for the Food Network, right?
Yes.
And so when he comes to visit us, he makes us special things in our kitchen. He is pretty awesome, Mr. Ian. We just love Mr. Ian. All right, Traverse City, Michigan. Hi, friends. Nice to have you guys.
Right. If you'll notice, I gathered up the scraps
I love you
And I
guys
just-
because
and I put them together to make more dough.
I love you guys because you're awesome.
All right. Want to make a
You
star?
want to see the kitty?
Want to make a star?
Oh, let's make a star first.
All right, I'll make 2 stars. I think we have enough room to make 2 stars.
Ooh, look at
All right,
that.
you gonna get it off?
We are
You
so
get it
close
out.
to putting
Just
these in the
punch
oven.
it through the middle. All right, you ready?
And these are actually quite mailable. You have mailed us many of these.
I have.
What my mom gave to Ari for Christmas last year, or maybe it was Hanukkah, was the Cookie of the Month Club.
Yes.
So she baked cookies and sent them each month, which was delightful. It was
And I
wonderful.
love you
And
guys.
Grace, if you haven't already heard, really loves you guys.
And do you want some cookies?
I think that they probably would like some cookies. I wish we
All
could
right.
periscope you guys some cookies over there.
We're moving along here with our dough. You notice I
What
keep
if
putting
we
it together.
send the boxes to?
Oh,
To
Gracie,
your
you're
friends.
so sweet. Would
Right,
you
did
guys
you
like
want
that if we send
I
boxes to
love
you?
you
That
guys
would be
because
nice.
you guys are just the best.
Hey, you know what, Gracie? You need to tell all of the friends about the idea you had for your conference. This is totally on her own idea here. We were in the car driving, and she says to Ari and I that she wants to start her own conference. And then she tells us what it was going to be about. What is it, Gracie?
It's going to be about telling people all about God.
It's so sweet. I love it. And then what are you going to do after you tell people about God?
I'm going to have every of my friends are going to tell everybody about God.
Yeah, but then you told me something fun you're going to do with all the friends afterwards.
have cupcakes.
Yes.
And
cake.
And dancing and ballerinas out the cat.
Sounds like fun to me.
And we're going to dress up as everything.
As everything? Oh, that sounds awesome. Can I come to your conference?
Mommy, but you say you're going to start your conference, but you say you're going to have your conference too.
That's true. We were telling Gracie about there's a weekend coming up in March where I have the Making Things Happen conference. See, Gracie, all the friends, they say they want to go to your conference. And
Sure,
Ari
everybody
also
can go to my conference.
Yes, they can. All right, everybody's going to sign up for the Gracie conference for sprinkle cake and God. I love it so much.
Well,
Did you get a shot of our
everybody
cookie
can
jar so
go
they can see what
It's
we're
gonna
doing here?
come.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We've got cookies
Here we go.
on the sheet.
Yep, cookies on the
And
sheet.
you want some star cookies?
We'll leave them there, okay? What we could do, and it's always a good idea, is to chill the dough before you bake it. I have the oven heating at 300 degrees.
Let me get a
And
bigger
we're going to
shot
go
here
ahead and
just
show
so
you
it's
how
on.
to decorate these.
Oh, we're going to decorate.
Yeah.
Decorating is
And
the
then
best
we're gonna
part.
maybe chill them
So everybody,
before we...
we
here's
have
the
a
fun part.
lovely
All right,
farm.
to make the
Nothing honey.
almond stick, we're just going to put some honey on the almonds.
Of course, Grace
Mix
wants to
it
stick her fingers in
around.
it right away.
Are you
I
ready
would
to
too.
help decorate? How do you think we want to do it?
She really just wants to taste test.
Maybe one in each, the center
Oh
of each
yeah,
one?
see, look at this. It's so pretty. And when they bake up, they look so good. There's no need to put any other icing or anything. The honey
No.
just makes the almonds
And,
stick.
and the almond is kind of a nice surprise. It's crisp and crunchy and
Grace
like
is
to set
4.
myself.
She just turned 4 in November.
let's make an eye for this.
And she really loves honey. That is delicious. All right, Gracie, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is
Yeah, what is-
eggy.
Eggs? Okay, you like scrambled eggs?
Yes, I like scrambled eggs the best.
Okay, and Grandma Celia, what is your favorite food?
Here's my nuts.
I really love cheese.
I knew you were going to say cheese.
I knew
We just
you were
had some
gonna say
lovely
cheese.
grass-fed cheese last night.
Yeah, my mom and Ari share a love for all things stinky and pickled. They like the stinkiest of the stinky cheeses, and they like anything that is dipped in vinegar. They also really, really like fish.
And
And olives.
And wine.
Listen to Grace, and wine, she says.
Salmon and wine. Yes, we do.
I have a completely different
All right.
palate.
All right, let's show off our cookies,
Oh,
Grace.
there we go.
They're ready to
What do
go
you
in
guys
the
think?
oven.
They look good.
I like
Shall we
some
put them in the oven, or do you want? We've got them to roll out.
Whatever you want to do. We can
I
pause
like
and come back.
honey.
Gracie likes honey. That's awesome.
All right, we'll just
I like
go ahead
you,
and
Gracie.
Roll out the second one.
I like you a
Because that
lot.
makes my tummy better.
Yeah, it does. It totally does. All right. Well, we're going to come back when the cookies are ready.
We can
And,
roll these out if they want to watch.
Yeah, and we will be back in a little bit. My phone might die, so I'm gonna charge it. My favorite food. Hi, Sienna. Let's see. Gracie, what do you think Mommy's favorite food is?
Orange?
Orange? I do like oranges.
Lettuce.
Lettuce. I eat a lot of lettuce. My food options are a little
Chicken.
limited lately. I can only really eat chicken because of this diet I have to be on for Joshie. So I do like bison. I like chicken. But I think my favorite food, this sounds so boring, might be cereal.
She grew up with all these wonderful things and she likes cereal.
I don't know if that counts as my favorite, but I do enjoy a nice bowl of cereal. I like oatmeal too. Oh, y'all are sweet. I had a sweet friend that said that you are beautiful, Mom.
Well, thank you.
That is so nice.
Make my day.
All right, we will be back very shortly to show you the
Yeah.
result of our cookie baking.
Will. Don't
All right,
go away.
see you soon.
Come back.
See you soon.